Chinese food or Indian food? Definitely Chinese. Nothing against Indian food. Well, it's all spicy and I don't like it that way. I prefer the Chinese food, you know. Um, what's your favourite weapon on Ratchet and Clank 3? Rift Inducer, I guess. It sucks them in and shit, so yeah. If we beg enough, will you let's play Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro? Here, I want to say, right, Review Play R, right, you're the one that asked this question. You are the first person to ever ask me to LP that game, right? I mean, I've been asked to LP Jak 3, Jak 2, Tai 2, all the Ratchets for countless times. Spider-Man 1 on the PS1 is my most viewed LP. I have no idea why. I guess folk liked it somehow, or it's popular enough, I don't know. But not a single person has asked me to LP Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro. They've asked me to LP other Spider-Man games like the newer ones, but no that one, so I don't know why. And I don't currently own that game, but if I did, I would probably do it for the fact that everyone loved it so much, apparently. So, yeah. What's your favourite day, and what's your favourite candy? Favourite day, probably Sunday, because I don't have work. And favourite candy... I like twirls. I eat a twirl pretty much once a day out the shop I work in, yeah. Just looking for the next question. Are you going to LP Deadlocked or going straight to Future? Jesus. Why do people keep asking that? Right. Do you have any pets? Yes, I've my stepdad owns an aquarium actually with a lot of fish, and I've got a Doberman that you often hear in my videos called Kaz. She's a little doll though, really. Loafer or sponge? Loafer, sponge, there. What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I'm 20 right now, so that's pretty much, I can't really answer that. If you mean what I want in a career, like I said, a career in computers, maybe a programmer, that, you know. Britney Spears or Miley Cyrus? I don't know who Miley Cyrus is, and I don't want to pick Britney Spears, so... pass, alright. Game you couldn't remember is Jak 3. No, it wasn't. What do you think of the quality of games compared to the 90s and or 80s? Well, I guess in the 80s it wasn't really... There weren't too many great games. Sure, Mario started in that, and Zelda. But it was in the 90s when the SNES and the Mega Drive came out, and then it went on to the PS1 and N64. The 90s was definitely the best era for gaming, you know. And today it's pretty good still, but just doesn't have the same sparks as the 90s, you know. What is love? Love is... Oh, Grunt Soldiers has answered. Baby, don't hurt me no more. There you go, he answered for you. Have you ever played Tasmanian Tiger 3? I played it for about an hour. Back when the freeloader worked, I couldn't really get into it, and I can't play it anymore, like I said. Are you a Highlander? No, I'm afraid I'm not. I'm sort of like in the centre of Scotland. I've been up to the Highlands though, it's absolutely lovely up there. I really like it. I wish I was a Highlander like it, it's really good. Which was your funniest LP? I don't know, I'm not really the right person to judge for that. What do you think was my funniest LP? What was your most embarrassing moment? I don't know. I had a lot of bad moments actually. I think I had a friend who once said to me, "I'm gonna make a top 10 most best moments of your videos or some shit," just to rip the piss. I hope he does though. That'd be quite funny to watch. But yeah, whatever. Who's your biggest inspiration when you're doing these Let's Plays, or what got you to want to do them? Like I said, I sort of just did it randomly, you know. I didn't really have an inspiration, but I'll just say the first LP I ever watched who introduced me to the concept of Let's Plays was Heavily Armed Gypsy. He's a really good LPer, and he's just recently came back, about time. But he didn't really inspire me, but he introduced me to them, you know. Are you from bleh. Are you from Glasgow? No, I'm not. I'm not from Japan either. All right. Uh, what was the LP that you were most excited about doing? Probably Shenmue. You know, because it was my favorite game of all time, and I got to go back to it, and it was really good. You know. What is your least favorite LP you've done? Like I keep saying, favorite would be the Shenmue games or DuckTales. Least favorite, maybe Jak 2 actually. I can't. Going back to that game, it wasn't really as fun, you know. But let me think. What else did I LP that I didn't really? Nah, I think it was Jak 2. I'm sorry, but it was. But Pyromania or Hysteria. I assume we're talking about Led Zeppelin songs here. Not Led Zeppelin, bleh, Def Leppard songs, and I would say Hysteria, you know. Which is cuter, Klonoa or Kirby? Klonoa. Kirby's not got really as much to him as Klonoa does, you know, so I'd go with Kirby. No, I'd go with Klonoa! Fucking hell. When's the next stream gonna be? I don't know. I just do them when I can be arsed. I really should upload videos like a few days in advance before I do a stream. Actually, I'm kind of bad for that because usually I just say, you know what, I feel like streaming, then upload a video. You know that. Which LP was the most annoying to record due to mistakes, errors, etc. If there was any? Probably Jak 2, like I said. When did you decide that doing LPs was a good idea? Well, when I was doing reviews, you know, and they weren't really that good. I look back on my reviews actually, and they're utter pish. And then I started to like randomly do LPs, and folk actually started to watch them and enjoy them, and I was like, wow, really? So that was pretty much it was around when I was playing Tai 1, like I said, that I got 100 subscribers, and I was like, you know what, LPing seems to be my cup of tea, I should do it some more, and that's why I'm here today. You sound like you're 30, Ta. Out of the Ratchet and Clank series, which one is your most favourite? Ratchet and Clank 3, it's the best, in my opinion. Whereabouts in Scotland you from? I'm from Aberdeen. Like I said, I'm from Falkirk, we'll just say that. Okay, because... Who do you prefer, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones? I'm gonna get hated for this, aren't I? I really haven't listened to either of them. Sorry. Yeah, okay. How many posters do you have? Let me see actually, I'm gonna have to stand up for this, aren't I? I've got one of Ryu Hazuki. Here's a Sonic one here. Well, that was actually a pillowcase that you saw in the video, you know. I used to have Sonic bed sheets, and I just put the pillowcase up on my wall, you know. Got a Led Zeppelin one. I got one of Rick Mail and Adrian Edmondson, who are my two idols, you know. I got those Ico art cards that came with the special edition of the game when they came out. I've got all 4 of them hung about in my room just because I wanted to. I got a Spider-Man one. I got another one of Sonic that I drew myself. One of Ty that a friend of mine drew. I got a poster of what is it called again? The Land in Oblivion. Cyrodiil, yeah, I got the map of Cyrodiil that came with the game, I just decided to hang that up. I got the poster that came with Halo 3, I just decided to hang that up. And I also got the manual for Jak and Daxter wasn't actually a manual, it was a map of the landscape of Jak and Daxter, you know. I've also got that hung up from my wall, so yeah. Right, did you know, because you have said, been seeing Sonic more lately, never focused, if I can't think of any else Sonic, can't be honest with the present right